Welcome back as we continue to revel in love and light and celebrate Diwali with Uthika Naidu. She is back, this time in the kitchen, to dish up a delicious mixed vegetable curry and paneer and chickpea biryani. Two, I think, delicious dishes that perfectly capture the warmth, the color, the spice of Diwali. And maybe this is a great jumping off point, so thank you once again for being here. I'm sure you've got a lot on your plate, excuse the pun, at the moment. But I suppose we're used to explaining culture and these beautiful moments through food because that's the thread.
Right.
When you start cooking for Diwali, when you get into that, how does that make you feel?
Oh, it makes me feel so proud. It's food that's been carried with us through generations. So for me, once I'm cooking it, I feel all of those times coming together in that moment.
Oh, it is connection. So I'm not going to stand in the way. First, I think I've got like one official job. So I'm going to get the fire going, and then I'm going to hand over to the professionals. So
Sure.
Obviously we are blessed to have a few great jumping off points. So talk us through what's going to inform our gorgeous curry.
Okay, so we started off, we've already sauteed our vegetables and it's already ready for these convenient cooking sauces. It really takes the guesswork out of Indian cooking, because I know a lot of the times there's so many spices and so many variables that go into a curry. So this is perfect for just quick and easy convenience.
And,
right?
and what I love about this is because we've worked with the crazy food developers who come up with this mad scientist magic, and they take the flavor development as far as they go. What sort of temperature are you looking at here?
So we're looking at about 180.
Okay, there we go. Let's keep you kind
And then this Kashmiri paste is phenomenal. It is really spicy, so just be careful.
It's got some heat. But there is a difference between chili heat and spice heat.
Yes.
And therein lies the magic of the flavor development, of roasting off your spices in the right way, the nuance of Indian cooking, of this kind of cuisine.
Yes.
It's worth playing around and having a little bit of fun. But I'm so glad you said that. Like, a lot of people, even within the culture, are intimidated to cook because you're being judged by your mommy, your mommy's mommy, your mommy's mommy.
Yeah,
so do you feel that pressure when you're carrying your culture like this?
I do. I do and I don't. I think, I believe that anything that you cook, especially when it holds so much of heritage, right? You want it to be perfect. But at the end of the day, I think it's so important to make it your own as well, right? And that's how we grow, we evolve in our culture. We make it our own.
Oh, completely. And I can tell you now, from working with the best chefs in the world, all the best dishes were discovered by mistake because a heavy hand went a little too far or or a sous chef made a mistake. But that's where the magic happens in the kitchen. So back yourself.
So we're putting in this Goan. We're using the Goan cooking sauce, which is divine. I don't know if you've had it before.
Oh, I might have. I don't recognize the name, but I'm looking at that texture. So
Beautiful
can I have a look at the bag there?
Sure.
What would be the flavor profile here? Aromatic, spicy tomato with green chili and fenugreek.
Yeah, spicy.
I like that. So you're gonna have the heat, but also kind of like almost a savory sweetness.
That's it.
That for me works beautifully with a paneer.
And that's it. When you look at a good meal, right, you look at balance.
Yes.
Spice, your savory, your sweet, and so that brings in all of those elements and comes together really, really well. So I'm using that, and I'm using the tikka masala, so I'm mixing it. And that's what I love about cooking, is you can use something that's made for one purpose and then use it in your own way.
Oh, and
mix
there will
it up and
completely
different flavor.
And there'll be enough of a continuity through all of the flavor profiles. And this is the joy of leaning into a cooking development team that are chefs. They're not just mad scientists. They are creating great value, but they love what they eat.
Yes.
So you'll probably find there's kind of 3 or 4 generations of cooking love going into these curries as well before they even get to your family,
100%,
which is amazing to me. Oh, you know what my mark of a good curry is?
Yes.
It's the oil base, where you can see the flavor in the oil. And I think the best lesson I've been given in cooking is to infuse that oil with the flavors of the sauce.
That is exactly what I say to people, is a good curry is making sure you take your time with that base and everything else just falls into place.
Oh, it is lovely. So when we are cooking the paneer, what do we have to be careful of? What are the dangers? Can we push it too far?
Yeah, look, I mean, I've used the Woolworths paneer, and it's vegan as well. And it is a little bit temperamental. You can't overcook it. So I would pan fry it if you can. Create that texture around it so it maintains that shape before you pop it into the oven.
Almost like
a
an
crisp
halloumi
outside.
kind of vibe.
That's
It is quite similar to a halloumi.
It
and
is.
It's maybe a little bit softer. It's kind of like a mix between cream cheese or cottage cheese and halloumi, somewhere in between. Oh, I love this. Then you can really kind of have your fun with your sides. What would you have? Because I've got paneer, I want a naan and something that I can dip and have, and
that's it. So
done.
Dip in your naan, you can have it with a roti. That's exactly how we would serve this.
Oh, I absolutely love it. I'm going to stand on this side so I can pretend that I cooked this and claimed. I love this.
We've
got
so
strong,
bold.
Yeah, bold, strong. There is some heat here, but it's not overpowering. You can enjoy it. And then, of course, if you want to build up the heat, you can. I like the fact that we've got curries informed with the green chili, which is good for the gut. So to finish this off, a bit of cream, a bit of lemon, and we are on our way.
That's it.
I love this. So how much cooking will go into this celebration? Because I'm thinking of there are going to be at least 1 or 2 family members who aren't going to get to celebrate because you get so involved. So what does that day look like for you?
So look, for me, there's a lot of prep that goes into this. And one of my tips is pre-preparing. So cutting everything the night before, making sure that on the day, you're just popping it into the pan.
I'm a sous chef, yeah.
And then outsource where you can, right? Naan bread, roti takes a lot of time. So I always say store-bought is perfect, you know. And yeah, that's how I...
And you can lie if you want to. You can say that you made it from scratch. We don't judge. This says to me, after you've had a celebration of flavor like this, the sweet treats that follow need to step up. What would you recommend to round off this meal?
So, as I say, Diwali is always during a really warm and hot day. I don't know why. It's always hot on Diwali.
It is blessed as such, exactly.
And so I love ending off the day with this coconut and pineapple dessert, which is so cooling on the palate. Perfect to end.
Fresh and beautiful, but indulgent at the same time. Oh.
And then our Diwali, the barfi bun cakes, which is such a Indian-inspired dessert that you can...
The flavor profile lends itself into so many other spaces. I love the fact that you see around this time cookies and donuts and everything that could be flavored as such. I love that.
That's it. And then just to cool everything down is your mango lassi. That is just the perfect way to go after a hot curry. Mango lassi is perfect.
Literally cool off.
Right.
Pour it over yourself if you put this much heat. Listen, we can be quite lazy this year and be guilt-free about it because someone has worked really hard to develop these flavors and make it plug and play for us. You're amazing at what you do. Thank you for spreading the love of your culture, because I think culture is lived. We don't speak about it, we live it. And that's how we give examples, and this is amazing. Thank you so much. Sending you nothing but love and light, and you guys at home as well, in the form of amazing food. And that's, I think, a love language for most of us. These recipes you will find on expressoshow.com. From everyone here at Expresso, we wish you the happiest of Diwalis this year. May the light guide you on your true path. Wow. It does look amazing.